Okay, so this is it. I have just discovered a game-changing new feature inside of YouTube. I don't know why they didn't tell me about this sooner. But YouTube now has an AI chatbot built in that can help you find videos, get recommendations, or even learn topics. It's like having your own personal YouTube assistant. Yeah, this is really cool. So to start, just click on the little icon up here in the corner. That will open up this sidebar where you can type in anything you want. So let's say you're looking for some nice relaxing music to go to sleep. Well, just type in something like "find me some relaxing music" and then hit enter. Now it's gone. Now search through all the videos on YouTube to find ones that match your request. And if you look down here, you can see that it found a bunch of different playlists that might be good for falling asleep. There's also a little view more button at the bottom if you wanted to see more results. And what's cool is that you can actually scroll through these results and see little previews of them by hovering over them. If you want to watch one of these videos, all you got to do is click on it and it'll take you right to it. But another thing that you can do is hover over the little play arrow here and you can either add it to a playlist, save it to your watch later list, or even download it directly to your computer. But another cool thing that you can do here is let us say there's a video that you've watched before and it reminded you of another video that you liked. You can actually click on this little lightning bolt icon here, and you can tell YouTube that these two videos are similar. That way YouTube knows to recommend that other video to people who like this one. So it's kind of like a way of helping out other people on YouTube. And if you keep scrolling down here, you can see there's a whole bunch of different suggested videos for you to watch next. These are all based on your viewing history and what YouTube thinks you'll like. If you don't like any of these suggestions, though, you can click on this little X button up here and then type in something else to search for. Or you could just close out of here and go back to watching your videos as normal. Another thing that I found was if you go into a live stream and then click on this little chat icon. Well, the first time that you do this, it's going to ask you if you want to start a conversation with their AI, and when you click on Start Chatting, it gives you a little warning that says that this is experimental software. So don't use it if you don't want others to see what you're talking about. I am assuming that means other people in the live chat will be able to see what you're re-asking and what the bot is responding to. Personally, I think that's pretty cool because then you can get a lot of different opinions from other people. But if you don't want that, you can always turn it off and then it won't be able to see what you're redoing. Now, when you're chatting with the AI here, you're not just limited to what's going on in the live stream. You can ask it anything you want. For example, you could ask it to summarize the plot of a movie or explain something complicated. Here I asked it to explain cryptocurrency and how it works. And it gave me a pretty good explanation. You could also ask it to do things like write a poem, tell a joke, or even generate a workout plan for you. Pretty much anything you can think of, the AI can do it. You can also upload files to it such as a photo or a document. And then you can ask it to do things like describe the image or summarize the text. This is definitely still in its experimental phase, though. It doesn't work perfectly all the time. Sometimes it gives weird answers or it just doesn't understand what you're asking. But overall, it's pretty impressive what this thing can do. Now, I don't know if this is just available in the US yet. It may roll out to other countries soon. But if you want to try it out for yourself, just go to YouTube. COM/AI and then click on Start Chatting. Now you'll be able to talk to YouTube's AI chatbot and see what it can do. Alright, so this next thing that YouTube can do with AI is actually my favorite thing so far. Basically, you can now generate images from text prompts inside of YouTube, and you've probably seen this before. Other platforms have had this for a while now. But what makes this different is that you can use your own images as the base for the AI to generate off of. And then you can change things like the style of the image or even add text to it. Let me show you how this works. First, click on this little paint bucket icon up here. Then click on Create Image, and it'll ask you to describe the image that you want. So let's say I want to make an image of a car driving down a highway. I'll type that in and then click on Generate. The AI will then take a few seconds to generate an image based on my text prompt. And here we go. Now we have an image of a car driving down a highway. But there's actually a few more options here. I can click on this little preview thumbnail and it will show me a larger version of the image. I can also click on this little plus button and it will generate for more images based on my prompt. Here you can see those for new images that it generated. If I like one of these better, I can click on it and it'll make that one the base image. I can also click on this little pencil icon here and then I'll be able to edit the image. For example, I can change the background color or the text in the image. I can also change things like the font size or the font style. And once I'm done editing, I can click on Save, and then it will save the image to my computer. Now, if I go back to the main page here and then click on Upload Image, I can select an image from my computer. Then I can either use that image as the base, or I can use one of the images that I just generated. So let's say I want to use this image that I generated earlier. I'll click on it and then it will load that as the base image. Then I can type in a new text prompt and it will use that base image to generate a new image. This is pretty cool because then you can take an image that you already generated and then modify it to make it look different. So here we go. This is the new image that it generated based on that old one. And again, I can click on this little pencil icon here and then edit the image. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I think it is super useful for things like making thumbnails for videos or even just generating images for fun. Alright, so this next thing that YouTube can do with AI is actually the most useful thing for creators. You can now use YouTube's AI tools to generate a script for your next video. And this is really cool because it can save you a lot of time when coming up with ideas. Just click on the little icon up here in the corner and then type in something like "Help me come up with video ideas" and then hit enter. The AI will then spit out a bunch of different ideas for your next video. You can also tell it to do things like write a script for you based on your channel's niche. So let's say you're a gaming channel. You can tell it to write a script for a top 10 video, and then based on that niche, it will come up with a list of potential video ideas. You can also tell it to write a script for a certain length of video or for a certain topic. This is really cool because it could save you a lot of time when coming up with ideas for your next video. Alright, so those are the coolest new features that YouTube has added with their AI. I think it's so cool how many different things you can do with it. It's almost like having your own personal assistant. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite new feature that YouTube has added? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you're a YouTuber and you want to grow your channel, I've actually helped out over 200 channels grow in the past 30 days. And the best part is that you can get started absolutely for free. So if you want to learn more, all you got to do is click the link in the description and then set up your free consultation. During this call, we'll go over everything that you need to know about growing on YouTube. And if you end up hiring me, you'll get access to my YouTube growth course. It's packed with over 7 hours of training, and it'll teach you everything that you need to know about growing on YouTube. So if you're interested, just click the link in the description and sign up for a free consultation. But if not, That's totally fine. Just make sure to stay tuned for more amazing tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.